having a discussion with members of parliament over the alcohol bill. And I was telling them, but you people, why do you want to get involved in people's lives? If people want to drink and get silly for as long as they don't break the law, that's their business. Whether they want to drink from glasses or whether they want to drink upside down, that's their business. Let them drink. Let them drink. We've had peace and the fellows have been drinking. They have been enjoying their nightlife. When they make trouble, the police arrests them, they sleep in jail, they pay some little fine. The fine is not bad. That's part of the non-tax revenue. But let Mao drink his wine. Oh, that he must go at 10, he must leave at least. Why? The alcohol is not yours, you're not the manufacturer. The money he uses it to buy alcohol is not yours. The stomach he puts it in is not yours. He's not complaining that the alcohol is too much. You come and help me drink. So, what attack I need? Leave the man. If you are a Muslim and you don't drink, that's the business. If you are a Christian, this is same people, and you don't drink, that's your business. You don't drink, I don't drink, but those who drink should drink. And if it's a sin, let the other fellow gentleman be the arbiter. God has not appointed me his advocate on earth. I have no instructions. I think if you I might give you a bill. God has not given me instructions to be his advocate on earth. So why should I interfere with people's lives? This is sinful. Well, you wait. If God has not killed these fellows, why do you want to kill them? You mean you see better than God? You mean you judge human beings created by God, not by you. God who created these human beings you think are sinful is looking at them and including you. And you're here trying to do his work. What kazi yake? Leave these fellows do what they are doing. When they finally go, I'm told you don't go with an advocate, you go alone. I'm told when you finally go there, you go alone. Let them go and answer for themselves. Don't inconvenience them here on earth. Until I said, where is this speech initiative? There was some teacher person there said, no, but Sheraton, everywhere is peace. Until somebody said, no, the words of the initiative are down there, they are not here. They are low. Because for us we are high, because we don't need initiative, but they are down there, so I came down. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some time ago, my youngest daughter was, I think, doing her P4, primary 4, primary 5. Then she came to me and said, Daddy, I said, yes. Is it true you people spent 5 years in the bush fighting? Oh, of course, I was elated, and I said, yes, that's true. We fought. Then she looked at me and said, were you mad? I said, why? He said, what is it that you are fighting about for 5 years that you couldn't sit down and discuss? The air in the balloon. So I said, there were lots of problems we had, For instance, the economy was bad, there was no sugar. Then she said, what was Kakira doing? I said, the factory had broken down. I said, couldn't you repair it? I said, we didn't have the resources to repair it. I said, couldn't you import? Now I realize there was a generation problem. Our approach to peace and the current view of our young people are not in tandem, they are a triangle. When you tell our young people about what we went through, when you talk of colonialism, when you talk of the era of Milton Obote, the era of Idi Amin, you could as well talk about Jesus and Muhammad and Alexander the Great, distant references in the past with no relevance to the exigencies of today. Their challenges, our challenges then and their challenges today are not concomitant. For us, we are talking about peace. Those of us in my age bracket, or slightly younger like Remaus, know what we mean, while we understand the absence of peace. The young people don't understand the absence of peace. For us, we've experienced extreme absence of peace, extreme violence. And ask me, because I participated in the violence. I've participated in the violence, I've been very violent, but I can assure you that being violent is not a garden of roses. And peace is not absence of war. The presence of peace is an environment where there is no anxiety. Where there is no anxiety. All of you should struggle to ensure that our people live a life free of anxiety. Anxiety, the fear of hunger, the fear of nakedness, the fear of lack of shelter, the fear of lack of justice, the fear of injustice, and my capacity to say what I want to say and get my peers to judge me. Let them listen to me and say this man is talking sense. Let them listen to me and say this bagger is talking rubbish, and make an educated choice about what I've said. Don't gag me. Don't prevent me from talking. Our problem here in Uganda and elsewhere in most African countries is that we are practicing a system of management of society we don't quite understand, i.e. political parties. When we came from the bush, I was against political parties. Because political parties represent interests. Go to the United States, the Republican Party is mainly the party of those who have money. If you're a poor man, what are you doing in the Republican Party? You don't belong. That's a party for billionaires, millionaires, and maybe if you have a few shillings, a few dollars in your pocket, you can belong. But if you are a pauper, what are you doing in the Republican Party? The Democratic Party used to be a party for the working class, but nowadays, I don't know. They seem to have lost. There has been a fusion of the different groups. So you can't tell the Democratic Party entirely from the Republican Party. It's now a question of ideas. It's no longer. But they are all interests. Like, for instance, I was listening to the campaigns. I was watching the campaigns. The languages they speak are different. The Republican Party is talking about waiving taxes for investors, for those who are rich, so that they can put more money in the economy and the economy grows bigger. The Democratic Party is talking about waiving taxes for the working class, so that the working class can expand. You can see these two represent two different class interests. What do our parties here in Uganda represent? A peasant DP, a peasant NRM, a peasant UPC, a peasant CP, a peasant this other one. No, they are all peasants. They are all broke. They are all food. They are all hungry. They are all complaining. They are all complaining. And then they say, we belong to different political parties. What's the difference between this political party and the other political party, other than ethnicity, religion, and other obnoxious conditions that determine your political party? Tell me, you of NUP, what's the difference between NUP? What is NUP's ideology as opposed to NRM's ideology, as opposed to DP ideology, as opposed to UPC? What are the fundamental differences? When there are no fundamental differences as a result of material acquisition, you create them as out of ethnicity and religion. Then you find these ones, those who believe in the Church of Rome have their party. The ones who are Americans have their party. When they disagree, they create another one. Then the Muslims also try to create one, but they are not enough. They abandon it. That of those of us who want to ascend political party and political power and influence, trying to use identity as a means to climb. When I have nothing more to offer, I'll say I'm a Catholic. When I have nothing useful to offer, I'll say, you see, for us we are Muslims. For us we are Muslims. Like I get sometimes when we are putting together institutions, you hear people say, no, they have not brought a Muslim, they have not brought a Catholic. There is no northerner. I don't care whether the Inspector General of Police, his deputy, and all his deputies are from Bundubuju. And they are all Muslims for as long as they can do police work. I don't care. I don't care. What do I want out of a police officer? Do I want religion, clan, tribe, height, or efficiency? We get on what is essential and we follow what is subsidiary. We will run after what is subsidiary and leave essence. Then they say, now you come and negotiate, discuss. How can you discuss peace? Peace is a given right. You can't discuss it. If you want to have peace, stop making trouble. If you want peace, stop making trouble. If you have to make trouble, make it for a reason that cannot be negotiated away or which you know. You say, me, I'm going to fight because I'm a Muganda. So what do we do? You can't stop being a Muganda. How many of you were talk to a telephone to God and ask him to make them born propaganda? Who can put up his hand and say, me, I chose to be a Muganda, or a Musoga, or a Naturi? Anyway, you are a Muganda, you are a Nasoga, you are a Musoga, you are a Naturi, you are a Munyankori. So what? So what? What can Wanyankori do, or Wasoga do, or Baganda do, or they are called outside Uganda? Can they go to the moon? Can Baganda go to the moon? Can Wanyankori go to the moon? Can the Muslims of Uganda go to the moon? The Americans go. The Americans go to the moon and come back. If I'm sure when things get bad, they are all going to migrate and leave us here. Having damaged the earth, they just take off. Now, instead of running fast when the Americans are walking, running when they are walking, in order to catch up, we are busy fighting over clans, religion, tribes. No, tribes are bigger institutions, clans and families. And then you say there is no peace. There is no peace. If there is going to be absence of peace, it had better be for something fundamental. Like democracy, for instance. Like we had Idi Amin. There was nothing we could do about Idi Amin. He didn't hide his appetite for dictatorship. For those of us who believed in democracy and couldn't remove him democratically, we had to pick guns and fight him. And he didn't go willingly, he fought back. Unfortunately, this time God was on our side, not on his side. Sometimes God goes on the other side. Sometimes because by the time we took up guns, Amin had killed a lot of people. And God was on Amin's side, Amin was killing people. So for those of us who saw that these things will not be easy, we decided to pick up guns and fight Idi Amin. And then God got on our side and